Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Spoken or Heard open mic here at Kick Butt Coffee in Austin, Texas? I'm Ernie B, and here's your host, Hot Tamale, and the lovely Lost in Thought.
So lovely.
Look at him. He's a gorgeous bitch. Love him. Revel in his awkwardness.
I am pretty
And where
awkward.
the fuck did my spotlight go?
Sorry, I had to
Yo,
reset.
where the fuck did Hot Tamale Spotlight go?
I had to reset the light. Sorry, guys.
Ah, there we go. Okay. I heard somebody laughing online. That was funny. Who was that? That was me. Oh, okay. Hello, Dr. Goodwin. Okay. Should we get started?
Yes.
What's happening, Kickball? We're about to win this. The baddest open mic in the ATX. Spoken and Heard live every Sunday night at Kick Butt Coffee, Music, and Booze. That's right. This is not your average ordinary coffee shop. We do have a full bar. And behind the bar tonight, we have the Viking and the Huntress, Danimal and Quinn, who will keep you fed, caffeinated, and...
Oops.
But nothing shows your undying love and affection to your bartender like what? Tips. Just the tip. Tip your bartender. Love your bartender. But don't make it creepy. Just give them dead presidents.
Don't make love to your bartender.
Yeah. Don't make it creepy. Don't
love your bartender.
don't make them give you a restraining order. Just dead presidents in the tip jar shows that you're in love with them. There we go. And the drink specials tonight are mixed wells, $4.25. Get your antioxidants and your booze at the same time. And since the Viking is behind the bar tonight, I would totally, heartedly, and 100% recommend the Kick Butt Bloody Mary. As the Viking has told me, it is a steak in a glass.
You know, I don't think I've ever had a Bloody Mary in my entire life.
Oh my God, you need to.
What was that, Danimal?
Steak in a glass for that ass.
Steak in the glass for that ass. Okay.
Ernie, once you have one of Danimal's Bloody Marys, you'll be like, what took me so long? I'm serious.
But it's got like vegetables in there or something, isn't it?
No, well, it's like a Bloody Mary, but instead of Tabasco, yes. Yeah, see, Ernie would probably lock up and pass out if you gave him a plant. Unless it was weed. But I digress. Okay.
Hey, I've been known to enjoy a salad here and there.
Yes, he does. He actually got me to eat salads. Isn't that weird? Okay, lost in thought. What should I do next? Since I already did the. Let me see.
Oh yeah, the pointers.
Oh wait, but I haven't done the. Okay, if you want to come on stage, sing your song, dance your dance, strut your stuff, and dear God, dance better than that. Come over to Lost in Thought, me, Hot Tamale, or Ernie B behind the soundboard. Go over to Ernie B just so he can say.
You have 2 minutes left to buy merch from Sweat back here.
Uh-oh.
They're packing it up, so if you want a T-shirt or a record,
you guys better hurry up.
2 minutes, people.
they're awesome.
Yes.
Alrighty, but yeah, let me go ahead and break out the pointers. And I'm glad that we finally got a cold front because I like to break out my leather.
Yeah, isn't it supposed to get down to like -7 or something tonight?
No.
No,
30,
God,
35,
no, don't say that.
35. Chill out, Ernie B. Okay, let me see. No. There we go.
It did get pretty cold during Christmas, though.
Okay, how many people do we have on the list, Lost in Thought?
17.
17. Okay. Not totally packed, but not just like 5 people like the way we usually do in a matinee show, but let's do this. Okay, 5 minutes or 1 song so we can get everybody on stage. Support your local mic and buy something from the bar. There's lots of delicious stuff to eat and drink over there.
And if we get through the list quick enough and there's still time left, if you want to go up again, if like I said, if there's room on the list and there's time, you can go up again and do another song or another.
Considering how many people there are, probably not everyone is going to get over.
What Ernie B said.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just depends. 'Cause
Lost in Thought.
more people may walk in while we're doing the show.
This is true. And we know Lost in Thought, he won't stop the list until it hits 30. Anyway.
That's when it's packed.
Yeah, I know, really. Okay, Lost in Thought. Can we cuss on stage?
I'll quote Mr. Big from Sex and the City. Abso-fucking-lutely.
So I guess that's a yes.
Yes.
Okay, be considerate and quiet while other performers are on stage, but as Lost in Thought says,
We love audience participation. We invite it, but read the room.
Yeah, no heckling.
read the room. Okay, and when you are up on stage, the stage is yours, the microphone is yours. No, don't take it home. I mean, just like while you are up here, pimp your product. If you're gonna be performing next weekend at Stubbs, let us know. If you have some tank tops with your face on it, let us know. SoundCloud, Bandcamp, let us know. Okay, and last but not least,
Or if you have like books or things for sale,
yeah,
feel free.
What about performers being respectful of the audience, too? Right?
yeah, you already said that.
Did we? Okay.
Yes, you did. You're repetitive. All right, and the last but not least, if you are on the list and you are not here when your name is called, we are moving on.
We'll do it going once, going twice.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, because if you step outside to have a smoke or something, there's speakers outside, so pay attention. You'll hear your name, and you put out your cigarette, come in.
Plus,
yeah, but if
I'll-
you're smoking in your car, you might not hear it.
Plus, I usually let you know about 2 people ahead of time.
Yes,
Yes.
he does. And so if Lost in Thought cannot find you, I will do, like, for example, Bob going once, Bob going twice, on with the show. Something like that.
Hey, he needed the money. Thank you.
Oh, my God. Okay, Lost in Thought, you ready to start?
Yes.
Okay, how do we start?
As we always start, Miss Hot Tamale, as we always start, with our own Australian live wire. Let's hear it for Mr. Tom Moon.
Here's Tom Moon.
The invitation is always to come on up out of your seats and join us in the year of the water rabbit. In this season of Aquarius, in this time where everything happens at once and you never know what's going to happen next. In this open mic, which has been open for 14 years now, over 3 different occasions and places, this is a very special thing where you never know what's going to happen next. It's not your ordinary open mic, is it?
Nope.
Not anymore.
Not if we can help it.
That's right, and we can. So I just came from the hill country, and that's why I'm wearing a deer. There are 2 types of people in the hill country, those who have hit a deer and those who will. In that place, there's a thing called Thirsty Thursday, which we did at the Dripping Springs Town Hall. We did at a business office. We did at a house. And this afternoon, we resurrected it because we wanted to have poets live. We don't want the Zoom room anymore. We want to get out of the Skype of life. We want to get back to being in the same room, looking eye to eye, voice to ear. So we sat round, all 9 of us, and we exchanged stories of what happened post-COVID. COVID, of course, came and stole our friends away. Even if they were overloaded by fentanyl anyway, they took them away. And we said, well, maybe the year of the water rabbit will bring back something worthy, but they're not coming back. So we read their poems. And yesterday we were at Georgetown doing a memorial, another memorial for another poet that's gone, Mike Gullickson. He founded the Georgetown Poetry Festival, Poetry Aloud, See in Front of his coffee shop, you name it, he did. With his beloved, Joyce. Now, of course, you've never met these people, never will. They've been spirited to the next dimension. But this is a dedication to every poet in the room tonight. And the invocation is to stay alive and to speak your truth, because no one else will do it unless you do. Certain souls, they kiss the light in every lover's eye. You recognize them by the passion which propels them as they try to light the night, to break the ice, to make the real worth dreaming about. Take Billie Holiday, Edith Piaf, Ma Rainey, Bessie Smith, Janis Joplin. All fought against the odds. They won and they lost, their pockets picked by men and conned by artists. So they sang as if in a gas chamber. They gave their lives to stop the danger. On the front line of a civilization, you could see them, brave Olympians with their flame burning. But if you met them backstage, after hours, you'd have been puzzled at their unremarkable natures. Step upon the stage tonight. Release and sway tonight. Watch how the world changes. There are certain souls who kiss the danger and tell every stranger the deepest secrets. They whisper and sing with brave exploring the pain of their loss and their failures. Upon release, A poem becomes a prayer, a chant, an anthem. Upon release, every songbird of life is remembered as a lover and a gambler. Because certain souls, I say certain souls must sing. This is your home tonight. Your haiku, your sinryu, your sonnet, your songline. This temporary possession of the possibilities, the potentialities of the future. You make your own paradise, and the invitation is to do it now, do it here, do it with the consenting ears of everyone in this room. You are alive, and this is your night, spoken and heard.
All right, give it up for Tom Moonbird and ooh, I sound nice. And Vivid Nothing,
Yes.
along with JoJo.
Oh, JoJo.
And Bubbles.
Is she coming up next? Well, then you might.
She was just up there.
Well, I know. That's why I was kind of wondering. I was going to ask her if she was next so she wouldn't have to leave the stage. All right, coming up next to the stage, the live wire herself. She can run circles around me, seriously. Give it up for JoJo! Ernie, we're getting some weird in the monitors.
Oh, it's. I'll take care of it.
Okay, we're having a little technical difficulty because she didn't bring her material with her. She says she wants Birdman's book. Don't forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells $4.25. Get yourself something buzzworthy.
This has been my home for many a year. Yeah. Okay. Right there? There you go. Okay, thank you. Let's start something right here for my friend our friend Birdman. A new love. My love for you has grown extremely strong. I feel so deserted when something goes wrong. You are my friend that is always on my mind. I stroke you so gentle, like no other kind. I carry you around, protecting you from harm. The information you reveal will bring a charm. When I touch you, you light up like a pinball machine, traveling across the states at a speed of light. That's green. My love for you will not let me go to Hooters anymore. Instead, I stay home and be with my laptop and you. The Hungry Bride. She prowls along on jagged rocks, spreads her wings to the night. Her nostrils quiver against the cold, her body arched for flight. A scream echoes down the mountains that only gods can bear. Down through the caves of her fortress, the lost had best beware. Down, down to the valley of death, a soul released as prey. She reaches out of the shadows, sweeps the anguished away. In wings enfolded securely, eager her prize to keep, a wick has gone out to the ages. The peaceful villagers sleep. There is a wheel. All the leaves are green, the grass is waving new. The sun plays hide and seek with shadows wet with dew. I stretch lazy now and then, looking for a thing as the evening makes a mingling with the virgin nights of spring. Now the leaves are gold and scarlet, restless in their play. Soon the winds of fall will come and billow them away. I fly wildly, gathering wood, then cast it all aside. The days are running from me now. I have no place to hide. The leaves have fallen now, crushed beneath the snow. Above the moon hangs frozen, stars in endless rows. The days grind slowly to a halt, die in pensive pain. I lie quietly now and wait for a thing that has no name. And are you dancing? We stood on a solid rock in the middle of the dark sea, and the night ran into the dark sea, and the two of them became one. And you went ahead of me and said, "Shall I go? And is this the time?" And I pled no, and clung to you and wept bitterly. And then from the four winds they came dancing. We knew them, every one, both the living and the dead. And they bolstered you and called to you in joy and came leaping. Okay. I'll just pick it up later. Well, that's not the one. Thither and yon. As you take repose in the waning, fold in, gather warmth, comfort from your latest ordeal in the unders. I will have by now taken the cliffs and stand in the great house beyond the third level. By your word I have been deemed a true and worthy witness in the affairs of the dead. I will barter to their goodly purpose. Your beloved Bina is in regress now, however. She summoned her shadow to take the lead through the forks and squeezes as the cliffs rise to challenge the holies. Bina's shadow is quick, clever, able to keep ahead of the sliders. She is somewhat beautiful and goes by the call of Bina as well. Yes, I am safe to now, and remember not to press my zeal, assuring a cunning and profitable conclusion to my sojourn. Already goods of priceless origin set stacked and sorted, awaiting my abacus and stones. Music to my honor, dirges and chords, remembrances of worn blood, skin, broken hearts, and warm toes. I find it foreboding, and my goals are suffering. Unable to express my dire, as caution at every turn seems the wiser choice. One more for the blackbird. Past love. The heartache you felt from a past love, a pleasure of peace come from above. You took some time to look in the mirror at yourself, realizing to move on with your life with no one's help. Sometimes you wish you hadn't seen their face, and now you're stronger to win any foot race. They thought you were left broken, down, and lonely. To no one's surprise, you can guess who is now homely. Thank you, guys.
All right, give it up for JoJo. I always tell her, I said, there's really nothing wrong with her knees. She just wants a good-looking guy to help her down the stairs. Did you hear that? She said, I've had them all. I was like, I need to take a trick or two from JoJo. But I don't know if Ernie B would appreciate it. All right, just to let you know, the founder of Spoken and Heard just walked through the door.
What do you know?
What do you know?
What do you know,
How do you
Joe?
get past security?
I know, right? I told them to break out the cattle prods in case they saw Joe B, but they didn't listen.
He's not even paying attention. He's over
No,
here.
he's not. He's just socializing.
He's gone beyond us now.
We're talking about you, man.
Us
But
little
yeah,
people.
the founder of Spoken and Heard is right over there with Ernie B. Give it up for Joe B.
Wait a minute, this isn't the library. This ain't Taco Bell. Damn.
Nah, man. Honestly, I thought you were looking for the porn theater off 183.
Oh, shit.
Is that Carrot Festival in where is it at? I don't know. I took a left turn in Albuquerque.
All right, so Lost in Thought was showing me the list. How many people we got on that list, Lost in Thought? Oh, God,
probably
he's
about
literally
20
gonna-
now.
Okay, he's got right about 20. So anybody after that is going to be an alternate. So if anybody goes, I changed my mind, you're on the list. So Lost in Thought, who's coming up next?
We're going to our virtual side.
Who is it?
Let's hear it for Jonathan Carlson.
Woo, Jonathan!
Please direct your attention to the monitors behind the bar. Jonathan will appear momentarily as it is on a 30-second delay. But he will show up. Take it away, Jonathan.
Hello. I am Radagast Jonathan Carlson, and I have a SoundCloud that no one visits. You can search my Radagast or RJC. But I'm going to play a song and read a poem, and I'm drinking Jägermeister tonight. And any German schnapps is a good schnapps. And let me read the first poem. Now, this is from Molly Eiley's prompt at Lazy Days a while back. It's called Anne Boleyn's Curse and the Wayward Prince. I am a far distant cousin of Anne Boleyn and her aunt. Anne Boleyn Sheldon is one of my ancestors, my many a great-grandmother. I represent the Tudor's curse, which for me is a ghost's blessing. I saw cousin Elizabeth I in my inner vision once for a time. It was nice being and seen conversing with, through, and about her. Anne Boleyn's curse is the weapon of my divine blessing. The king shall lie dead, and people will cry, "Long live the queen." And then again, what would Harold and Meg say? I wonder. That's the poem for tonight. And I have ocarina, which is, I usually do piano, but this is an ocarina. I ordered a triple ocarina, but this is a 12-hole ocarina. So I'm going to play Old Lang Syne for the new year. I think the Chinese New Year was yesterday, but you can join in if you want. No one knows the words. Thank you. Have a good night.
Cheers.
All right, give it up for Jonathan.
Joining us from the comfort of his own home.
And always in a very flattering blue light.
He always has cool lighting in this
I
room.
know, he does. Jonathan, who is your lighting engineer?
I have no idea. It's myself.
All right, don't forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells, $4.25. Get your antioxidants and your booze at the same time. We also have giant cookies,
Yes.
muffins, bottled sodas, and if something you want to take something home, I'm eyeballing a fresh batch of black ice over there. It's the Kick Butt. I think isn't it like cold brew coffee? It's like right.
Yes.
See, Joby's holding up right now.
It's so good. It's so good. And from what I heard from one of our former bartender baristas, Naaman, who actually he doesn't have red blood cells in his body. He has coffee beans. This man is a coffee scientist. He told me that iced coffee, cold brew, is stronger than regular drip.
Didn't he move? Didn't he move out of state?
He moved?
I think so.
Well, I lost my Facebook, so I don't know. I've lost touch with everybody.
don't know. I think
If you're not on Instagram, I'm like, "Grr," whatever. Okay, Lost in Thought. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next, our returning voice we haven't heard from in a little bit. Let's hear it for Avery Hutto.
Boots and pants and 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 boots and pants.
Hello. Hey, buddies. I started drinking Bud Light for the first time. I used to be too cool to drink Bud Light. Like, I was cool in high school, and people would be like, do you want a Bud Light? And I'd be like, pfft. I was one of those guys. But now I fucking love it. But every single beer is, now they're like, hey, this is, if you're a gentleman, if you like pure ingredients, why don't you try Bud Light? I wish there was a beer out there that was like, listen, did you just relapse? Is your life going poorly? This is literally just corn syrup and shit, but it costs $2. It's for you. There should be a beer that markets like to the regular people that's like, hey, listen, you just worked your construction job for 8 hours. You need to drink 20 of something. There can't be that much alcohol in it, and listen, it's gotta be cheap. Why don't you take Chud Light? Just Chud Light, it's a beer. That's what I want. I used to be like, nah, I want quality, and now I'm like, nah, just give me fucking horse shit, dude. I want the worst shit. I like listening to classical music, and it recently dawned on me, I've never heard bad classical music. Every single, like, classic, I've always heard, like, Bach. I've heard fucking violin concertos from the 1600s that have passed the test of time. Instead of hearing, like, Johann Bach, I want to hear, like, a guy named Thomas who didn't have a last name who just made shoes. I want to hear that guy's class. Because, like, all the rich people's classical music paid the test of time, but there was a bunch of other poor people music that didn't make it. There was, like, a band called, like, the Jimbaroons who just made money by, like, slapping rocks. I want to hear rock music. Like, it's called rock music because there was probably a bunch of dudes just banging rocks together and being like, no, dude, this is sick. But they didn't have the money to record it. Instead, we just got a rich dude on a violin. I fucking hate the violin. There's too much violin in it. I'm like, give me some other stuff. I want a guy who like just took all of his individual hairs and then he strung them up on a harp and he's like, dude, this is hair music. Listen to me. And everybody's like, dude, that's fucking weird. And he's like, I'm a goddamn genius. People with last names, people who don't have last names. I've been fighting with my girlfriend lately. It's a problem. Every single girl I date is also my daughter. They're not my actual daughter, but you know, every single guy in here has dated their daughter, where they're like, hey, part of this is me dating you, and the other part is me teaching you math. Like, this hasn't gone very well so far. I'm sorry you didn't learn your times tables. You're 24. Get your fucking shit together. Let's get through this. I'm sick of it. I can't deal with it anymore. No, I cannot. I dropped out of high school. I didn't like high school. It wasn't very fun. There wasn't enough. My favorite part of high school was smoking cigarettes in the woods. I feel like that was a really underrated part of high school. I feel like in high school they should have had a class that was just like, hey, smoking cigarettes in the woods. Because for a lot of us, that's a bigger part of life than mathematics. It's like, oh, hey, math ain't going to be a big part of your life. You know what might be? Smoking cigarettes in the woods. Let's get you fucking good at it. People are like, taxes are important. I'm like, I don't know. Please teach me how to smoke a cigarette. I didn't know how to do it at first. I vomited. It wasn't good. It was a bad time. You guys know who this Ice Spice is? Anybody heard of Ice Spice? When I first saw a picture of Ice Spice, I literally vomited. That's how hot this girl is. She's violently attractive. I saw a person, I was like, oh, goddamn, I guess I like rap music now. I didn't think I liked rap music, and then I saw it, and my dick was like, hey, you like rap music. And I was like, all right, penis. Whatever you think, I'm going to follow your lead on this one, because it seems very important. Seems extremely important. There's more shit. I've thought of so much shit lately. You guys don't even know. If you were in here, you guys would be whoa! And I'll be like, I know. But I can't remember it. And that's my time. Thank you very much.
Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and boots and pants 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 and boots and pants.
Let's hear it for Avery Hutto.
Pants and boots and pants and boots and pants
Okay,
and
Ernie,
boots
that's
and pants
enough.
and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and
So
pants and boots
next up, we're going to. I'm just looking at Joe.
and pants
And boots.
and pants and boots and pants and boots and
Okay,
pants
Lane, hurry up. You got a lot of people on the list.
Oh, I do.
and boots.
So we are going again virtually.
Who is it?
It's the good doctor himself.
Dr. Reggie Goodwin.
Yes, let's hear it for Reggie Goodwin.
Please direct your attention to the monitors behind the stage. Dr. Reginald Goodwin will show up momentarily as it is on a delay. Take it away, good doctor.
I repeat, is George Santos' real name even George Santos? He's also known as John Santos, John DeVolder, Anthony Zabrowski, or his Brazilian drag queen monitor, Kitara Ravache. He's blackish, gayish, Jewish, drag queenish. He supposedly blew out his knees playing volleyball on scholarship on the championship team at Baruch College, bragging that he beat Yale and Harvard, getting both knees replaced, except he never attended Baruch College. He therefore never played volleyball on scholarship. As far as his knees, I believe him. He probably was doing something else that applied excessive pressure and friction to them. This sociopath conned a homeless Navy veteran, Rich Ostoff, out of $3,000 raised by his fake pet charity for an operation to save his service dog by removing a tumor. He kept the money and by negligence killed Rich's four-legged friend, Sapphire. He stole his roommate's $527 scarf and wore it to the Faux Stop the Steal rally on January 5th. Was he insurrection curious? Claiming that the election he lost that cycle was rigged and stolen, the personification of a Freudian slip. Who in God's name is this? Who paid off the New York State Supreme Court to reject the nonpartisan electoral map right before the 2022 midterms that cost the elections of Democratic Representatives Mondale Jones, Robert Zimmerman, beaten by George Santos, we think, and Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee Chair Sean Patrick Maloney, the cousin of a sanctioned Russian oligarch, Viktor Vekselberg, you know, the ones referred to in the Mueller report, the ones that interfered in the 2016 elections, his American cousin, Andrew N. Trader. I didn't make his name up. Funneled enough money into George John Anthony's flailing campaign that George John Anthony Kitara loaned it $700,000, probably the same oligarch who paid off Brett Kavanaugh's debts. His campaign manager lied, pretending to be on Kevin McCarthy's staff, fraudulently siphoning out money. Kevin took immediate action. Kevin said, no problem, let me seat you on the Small Business and Science, Space, and Technology committees. Kevin McCarthy is complicit in this grifting. This act is political money laundering. Kevin knows which Russian oligarch the money came from. That's why he's not talking or objecting to George, John, Anthony, Kitara, DeVolder, Santos, Zabrowski, Ravache, whoever the hell this is. He's a walking, breathing FEC violation. If he's like Texas weather, wait 10 minutes and don't blink or you'll miss it. Lon Chaney in Hollywood was the man of 1,000 faces. George John Anthony Kitara, whoever, is a political changeling like Clayface. Whether you're a Democrat, Independent, or Republican, the fact is we have a Manchurian candidate making laws for our federal republic. He couldn't be beholden to Victor Vexelberg or Anthony Intrater, could he? Whoever he is, he's a national security risk. In the spectrum of domestic terrorism, Solomon Pena, the MAGA king, New Mexico election denier, and former convicted felon, he lost his bid for elected office by just under 50%. He felt his election was stolen and rigged. So he naturally decided to hire hitmen to shoot into the 4 homes of Democrats who bested him. A bullet passed through the wall of a 10-year-old girl. Falling sheetrock woke her up. I'm not holding my breath anymore. Sandy Hook to Uvalde didn't do anything to change the minds of congressional sociopaths. For the record, the New York Giants beat the Vikings 31-24. The Bengals beat the Ravens 24-17. The Cowboys beat the Buccaneers 31-24. 3 NFL games without a single riot. Like the sports metaphor, the essence of democracy is congratulations to the winners and concession speeches from the losers. The peaceful transfer of power was once the hallmark of this nation until the previous administration was marginally led by a narcissistic, sociopathic man baby. His cult followers are aping him because they've not seen him suffer any consequences. George, John, Anthony, Katara, DeVolder, Santos, Zabrowski, Ravashe, he has disabused me of any notion that Republicans have any family values, decency, or integrity. I just have one question. If your free market positions haven't won the popular vote in 8 of 9 presidential elections, and every election not in your favor is stolen and rigged, if you can't or won't change your strategy, what election can a Republican lose, federal or state, and accept it as legitimate?
All right, give it up for Dr. Reggie Goodwin. Live from Greensboro, North Carolina. 1 time zone in front of us, right? Is that right?
Huh?
Yeah, it's
Say
9:10
again?
over there.
I was going to say, if anyone
Yeah.
wants to answer me, feel free. I was like, right? Crickets. Okay.
Yes?
Yes, he is. All right, lost in thought. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next, I remember him when he was last here. He was kind of a scream. He was great. But let's hear it for Sam Prickett. Sam Prickett.
I almost didn't understand that.
This is me on the trombone. Okay, no, it's not.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. I want to thank you for rolling the R in my last name. That is how it's pronounced in London or wherever I'm from. We say I'm gonna eat some biscuits, which they call cookies over there. We're just like, what the hell are you guys thinking, dude? You know what I mean? Okay. I would apologize. First of all, I'm not the best version of myself. I haven't been sleeping very well, but it's my fault. I keep on screwing myself. I keep on drinking coffee like too late in the day, and then I just can't. Like whenever I drink coffee, like anytime past 6, and then do cocaine, I have a very hard time sleeping. So anyway, I was thinking today. I was just thinking, when you're thinking about something, and then I started pondering it, and I was thinking about it, and then I was like, I'll ponder it. And then I started ruminating. That's what I felt as well. Then I went back to pondering it, and then I started thinking about it again. And this is the thought. The funny thing about diarrhea to me is it's a very pretty sounding word, Diarrhea doesn't really sound like what it is, which is we know what it is. I don't need to describe it. It's very pretty. It sounds like kind of exotic, a little like mysterious. Diarrhea is would be like a sexy lady's name or something, It's like an Italian supermodel. She's like, I'm Diarrhea Giovanni, and she drives in Lamborghinis and doesn't poop because ladies don't do that, according to women, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. There's that. That's the diarrhea bit. I do comedy, by the way. I don't know. I'm excited for this the new sex robot technology. It's getting very good. It's realistic now. It's not like the old days when you tape a fleshlight to a Roomba and chase it around your apartment. It's moving around and you're like, come back, baby, daddy's lonely, but you're not. You hear it. I'm in a relationship now. I live with her. It's the first time I live with like a lady I'm having sex with besides my mom. But I'm sorry you guys aren't close with your mothers. No, I'm kidding. What if I wasn't though? Then I probably wouldn't be here. I'd probably be in therapy. No, it's good. I like living with her. It's cool. She's not on birth control, and I'm allergic to latex, which is a lie. But anyway, the point is we don't have any clean towels in our place. And I was drying off after a shower this morning, and I cut myself. I was like, this is a fucking sharp towel. But we have sex. That was a sex joke. I'll do sometimes we do oral stuff. I'll do the alphabet trick. You guys ever do the alphabet trick? You do you write letters on the thing. I do it I don't think it works. I just do it to write like actual letters, I'm down there because you got to correspond to the pussy, fellas, and I'm down there writing letters. She's like, dear Cassidy, I hope this letter finds you well. My journey down south has been fraught with misadventure. This is a savage and unforgiving land. I fear if I make even one blunder, one foolish slip of the tongue, I'd find myself deep in your asshole. Sincerely, Samuel. P.S. Those letters too. And pussy jokes. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
That's me on the trombone. Okay, no, it's not.
Let's hear it for Sam Prickett. When he did, when he said Samuel, it kind of made me think of this like late night Skinamax movie I saw when I was way back when. There was these series of movies called Emmanuel. Yes. And
When
SNL.
it was supposed to be like some kind of French softcore porn bullshit.
I was thinking about Hellboy. That demon wasn't it called Samuel or something. Samuel.
Yes.
Samael. Excuse me.
But SNL
One of
also
the hierarchy of demons, ask me.
But SNL also did a parody of that series. And I think Tina Fey was even in the skit. It was funny.
Honestly, when he was doing the whole thing about pussy jokes, it kind of brought back to mind of once when me and Ernie B were on tour with a country band.
Oh, geez, what?
We were all talking about the logistics of making a homemade fleshlight. We were going like, okay, Pringles can. Would
Check.
we use sponge or bubble wrap? Okay, no. And then Ernie B was, because everybody was saying duct tape, and Ernie B was like, no, E-tape.
Electrical
it's
tape.
Smoother.
It's smoother and
and
the lube won't mess with it.
And the the slide guitar player was like, I can't believe I'm listening to this. But it was actually making sense. It was just,
Yeah, we were being very practical about it.
yeah, we were like hashing it out. And once I sent a picture of a Pringles can display to the guitar player, he was like, look at all those whores. And I was like, okay, on with the show. Lost of thought. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next is another voice we haven't heard from in a while.
In a long time.
Yes.
Who is it?
Let's hear it for Cassidy.
Hello. Fun fact, the last guy was my boyfriend, so I'm that lucky lady. This is really going to show the dynamic of our relationship because I'm a poet and he's a comedian and I'm about to talk about love. So, before I read my poem, though, I've had this thought that's been rattling around in my brain all week, and I kind of wanted to talk it out so that I could hopefully write it out tonight. It's a little jumbly, so stick with me. But I was just thinking about how if nothing exists and everything exists, the thing that they would create if they like kissed or had a baby would be love. And not in like the hallmarky love way, but in the actual existence of literally everything. And it exists here and it reflects in everything you see. We are love and everything around us. And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking it was kind of funny because if we are love, then love named itself, which is kind of a funny thing because we think of this word and this definition that it has, and really created itself and created that own thing for itself. But yeah, that's all I had to say about that. But my poem kind of goes into that. And it's called There is Beauty in Loneliness. It's kind of my experience in that whole thing. Today I thought about how one of us will die before the other. One of us will have to wake up to an empty bed and have to live the day without our buddy. We won't be able to call the other one and ask them to come home after a silly bout of anger. Going to the grocery store, picking out only the things that are personal to you, abandoning the treats we used to like to share and enjoy. Driving home from one place to the other, an old song will flow in memories of these youthful days in this Texas playground of swimming in springs and rivers, blowing kisses to the city, endless laughs with the people we so deeply loved and cherished. All the things we have even yet to experience will exist in mind, and it will feel like it happened so fast. If I'm the one still here, I know the exact image I will see you play as in my mind. I'll see a 24-year-old boy, you walking through those little woods we were led to by the desert boys behind the skateboard wonderland in Arizona. The quiet spot we found together, looking at the trees and earth around you in complete curiosity and contentment. And as I blink again, it will flash to the tiny meadow and us laying there pondering and building tiny sailboats out of branches, young and completely in love. Whether it's you or I to be left here, one day we will both be gone. And within everything and nothing, that love will still exist because it always has and always will. Our bodies were just the cavities for love to experience physical urine of joy and pain, and to also bleed love into every other thing we met. This love is the only love, for there was only just love. That's it.
Whew, I'm going to get my steps in tonight. Give it up for Cassidy!
Yes!
Woo! All right, don't forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells, $4.25. Go get yourself something delicious to eat and or drink. Support the longest running open mic in Austin. Thank you.
Buy, purchase, consume, enjoy.
Well, what it is, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
What?
The longest running open mic.
I wanted
Yes.
to make sure I wasn't lying. Okay.
No.
Okay, good. Okay, Lost of Thought. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next, I believe we've heard his tunes before. Let's hear it for Faustino Santos.
It's hanging there on the stairs, on their handle right there.
He actually said please.
Well, no, then forget it.
I love it.
No, it's hanging there on the railing. Do you see it? No. Okay, I'll be right there.
Well, this is what you do. You're the audio guy. I'm the talent. You'll remember that when he turns off my microphone. That's okay. I'm loud anyway. While Ernie B does what Ernie B does best, go get something delicious from the bar.
Talent, please. Oh, by the way, drinkers of Bud Light, if you ever had Bud Select, I highly recommend that. It tastes more like regular Budweiser. Yeah, I know. Nobody in Austin carries Bud Select. It's hard. It's really hard to find. But it doesn't get, you know how with Bud Light it starts to get a little warm, it really does start to taste like piss? Bud Select doesn't. It retains that bite, that crispness. So I used to drink Bud Select a lot, but I can't find it anywhere. And I'm just filling in for dead air. And I really don't have anything to talk about. I don't want to do headlines because it's kind of depressing right now. So I'll just keep stammering on here. No, I can't do a bacon haiku. No.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Ernie.
You're good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me turn you on here. Can you hear?
All right, guys. So I'm gonna play an original, and I usually work with singers and artists and help them write music on the side. But on this one, it's something I wrote, so hopefully you guys like it. See what you think. And I gotta wear glasses to play so I can concentrate. Speak of the life in you, speak of the life you feel, dying in pain to know people and be below, and it sings to me again. Breathe, the pain is all I feel, the scream, the silence doesn't steal. And bring the devil to his knees and bleed for all the world to see. Speak of the life in you, speak of the love you feel, dying in pain to see, dying in pain to see, by your side, and then it is again. Breathe, the pain is all I feel, and scream, the silence doesn't steal. And bring the devil to his knees and bleed for all the world to see.
I was at the bar.
Ernie B was taking advantage of all the amazing things you can order at the bar. All right, give it up for Faustino! Hell yeah! Oh, good.
Yeah, I tried to do a little mood lighting because it looked too sterile up there for when he was playing.
I'm not a big fan of blue.
I like the blue light.
You know what looks really good? The LSU colors, purple and gold.
Well, I have purple,
Try-
and I do have gold.
Try purple and gold.
Well, I can't do purple and gold. It's one or the other.
Shout out to Jazz One.
All right, so coming up next to the stage, if you've noticed a curious absence of somebody wonderfully awkward, he's going to come up on stage and give you one of his pieces. Give it up for Lost in Thought. Oh, wait, I'm going to stay up here for a little bit because I had a footnote.
Just take your time, Lane. Just,
I know, right?
Just moseys onto the stage.
We were talking to the founder of Spoken and Heard, and he let us know that Spoken and Heard in all its incarnations has been on the stage, active, nonstop, for 16 years.
16 years.
16 years. Hell yeah, and it's all because of you guys. Keep it up.
We have no life.
That too.
Ugh. No, thank you, everyone. We wouldn't have a show without y'all.
Yes, it's all because of you. But tonight is a busy night, but I have some mama drama, which I thought I would break out this old shit. It's called You Gonna Be Okay When I Die? Are you going to be all right when I die? I know that when you ask this question, you found your truth at the bottom of the wine glass. Your voice haunts my mind. I didn't seem to know. I didn't seem to want to know until now. Maybe I'd chosen not to see it. When I was still living with you, sitting by your bedside as you talked about your mother, my grandmother, toasting her spirit, to the nights that she ran knives up and down your bedroom door, to the games she'd play with your father, using you and my uncle as nothing more than chess pieces, reducing your emotions and fears into plastic. The choices I made were my own, but that doesn't mean your voice was still there, even a small piece that spun webs of fear devouring my mind. I should have moved to New York City when I was 20. Started publishing when I was much younger. But what if I didn't make it? What if I have nothing left to fall back on and my life spirals into this dark, where all I have is the memories I played into fantasies and a gun, and my chances have been reduced into the shadows of chambers of a game of Russian roulette. I know I had your support. I know you believed in my dreams, but I could still hear you. You write and you do what you need, my little soldier. But just remember that you still need to pay the bills. It's best you build this house and try to stay in it as much as possible. Watch the sky fall from the other side of the window. Not everyone is happy. Not everyone likes their job. Not everyone ends up happy in love. That's just life. But at the same time, I can't blame you for becoming a man at 41 with unaccomplished novels and tons of poetry that feel more like decorative pieces to hang up on the inside walls of my ribcage, where only I can hear them breathe, where only I am haunted by the life that stalks the shadows of my dreams upturning into the night. This wasn't entirely why, when someone told me to give him a call sometime, a screenwriter, a possible connection, someone that could help build a vision that could have turned into a real piece of cinematic property lit up on high with silver screen fantasies. I still haven't reached out to him. This wasn't entirely why I stopped halfway through film school, telling myself that it was because of my job. not realizing where I was going to go and not sure how I could support myself while still going to classes. And not even thinking of flipping the perspective and instead asking, how can I make going to school work in any way I can? These were not my decisions. These were not your decisions. I can't just shed myself clean away from my own individuality and lazily convince the choices I've made were just programmed circuits rooted into the massacred grounds of some curse. Because you may have planted the seeds, but I was the one that decided to give them water. And all of this crashed into the reality a few days ago, after you knew that I'd be getting a promotion, after you knew that my open mic was gaining steam, and decided to drop a bomb. I think you may need to come home. These buttons that were implanted into me from childhood were pressed, and my brain hit panic mode. And now, I don't know what's going to happen. Because I was the one that decided to tell my job about this before thinking about it. And even though they said I could take the weekend to think about it, who knows if I have a job come Monday. But I have the ability to look at all of my advantages and all of my opportunities and skillfully decimate them with laser focus pinpointed from the paranoid parasites that sliver in through the crevices of my head. I graduated the game of self-sabotage a long time ago because I had one hell of a teacher. However, at the same time, you weren't a bad mother. You came into this responsibility with the hands you were dealt, and with the doubt you have seemed to make sound so logical. You also fought for me time and time again. You may have made mistakes, what parent hasn't, but you still managed to give me a life that seemed to have its charms, even when everything around us was falling apart. You managed to hold those walls together with wire string strongly grasped in your capable hands. The choices I have made were all mine. But now is the time I have to say, I'm sorry. But if you want me there with you, then come to me. You don't like it where you are, so I stay. Why punish yourself from a past that is already gone? From people that didn't have anywhere near as much concern for you as you have put into the demons you have created. To have a few more glasses of wine and tell yourself that you don't do that this often. I can still see the strength in you, because the same strength is in me to stand my ground here. Why can't you see this in you?
All right, that was Lost in Thoughts with their Action Sports. Coming up next, Hot Tamale on the mic. Suck head and eat tail, only on Channel 4.
Ernie, are you being extra campy because I said I was the talent?
No, that just hit me. I just decided to do that.
Oh, okay. All right. And I also did something similar when we were closing the store for New Year's Eve. I kind of did like a Wolfman Jack. But I can honestly tell you 90% of you in here probably don't know who the hell he is. So I'm going to keep going. Lost in thought. A 70s DJ, very flamboyant. He literally had like the whole...
He used to talk like this, Wolfman Jack, oh yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that, and complete with gold chains and the hairy chest.
AM radio superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. One guy.
Some AM radio fans over there.
All right, Lost in Thought, take it away.
All right, coming up next, he's been funny, he's been thought-provoking, his performances very wildly. Let's hear it for Alex Olinger.
Thank you. How's everybody doing? All right. I'd planned for not that big of a response. I'd planned for you guys to just look at me and I was going to make something witty happen about that. Now we're not there, you know. as I slowly sort of tank this. He's funny, he's thought-provoking. What if it was neither of those? What is very serious and very dumb? It's like, I think those things. All right. Did anybody go to Catholic school here? Some people in the back? You ever get that reaction when you tell people you went to Catholic school? They're like shocked that you weren't molested. Like people are like surprised. They're like, nobody? That does. So what? No woman has ever been molested. We found out that was not the case. You watch the news. Yeah, everybody thought I was molested, man. Even the priest was like, are you sure I didn't fuck you? Because I thought I got them all. What's crazy is I was a kid, right? So, like, I don't remember if I was fucked or not. Maybe that, like, slipped out of my memory. I do know, however, that I was raised on porn, so I kind of, like, molested myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, when I was 12, I Googled a guy shoving a jar into his ass. I didn't even have to be kidnapped to do that. You know how dumb that is? Nobody lured me in. I was just like, I want to look at this. Now I think about that a lot. In the shower. My girlfriend's like, what's wrong? I just saw something. I saw something I shouldn't have. Is there a way to unsee stuff? That could really help a lot of people. Yeah, it works until it doesn't. That's the thing about booze. I actually got so fucked up, I got in a fight once. A dude kicked me in the head. I didn't know that about being short. You're way easier to kick in the head. You get aggressive, people. Yeah, I looked in the mirror. I had a boot print on my head. It said Skechers across my forehead. I thought I was cool, too, and I like went to get a bagel the next morning. I told the lady, I was like, huh? Check it out. She was like, how do you get your ass beat by a dude in Skechers? You look like you got beat down in a TJ Maxx parking lot over a sweater, dude. That's not tough. Losing to a Skechers guy. Harry Potter. I'm talking about that. I usually go from molestation to Harry Potter to warm things up. Get people on my side. No fans? That's weird. I want to tell you that's really fucking weird. At Spoken and Heard open mic, there's no fans of Harry Potter. Oh, you thought I was talking about molesting people? You really thought I was up here like, are there any fans? Anybody out there? Any relatable material? Love molestation. You ever go out and you just fucking molesting? No. Harry Potter, that's a very British, Lord Voldemort, that's a British problem to have, right? Nazi wizards. Just shoot him in the face. I'm watching this like, shoot him in his fucking face. It's America, man. You can't have a Nazi wizard over here. Yeah, I got a spell for you, buddy. It's called the Second Amendment. Fuck you. Also, like, none of the fucking wands get stuck in their robes. You notice that? That's a lot of cloth to get, like, a foot. Where do they put those wands? I hate everything I'm saying. Do you guys like it? It feels tepid. I really hate this. No, this is terrible. I hate doing this. Ooh, I wrote a thing down. Do you want to hear about it? My girlfriend likes Harry Potter, and I don't. She makes me watch it. Thus, I think about the Second Amendment. Think about shooting the villains in the face. You ever get that? Like, tough thoughts? You're like, I'm going to do something about it. I'm ready to go, dude. Then it comes up, and you're like, I'm not going to do anything. You can call me a dick to my face. Go home. Just think about it. Is it landing? Am I good at this yet? You know how many years I've been doing this? I'm just like, when is it going to happen? I'm only funny when I'm bad at it. That's not a game plan. People are like, he sucks. I can't suck and get good. That's the what? Good work for Dane Cook. Or I could fucking hang myself, dude. What are you talking about? Work for Dane Cook? Oh, yes. You see, Dane Cook sucked. Thus, it worked for him that he sucked. That was the thought I had to say. Twice. I had to say that out loud. I don't know what anybody cares about in Austin. People are so fucking happy here. They really are. It's like, how many times can we be on a pool noodle, people, before somebody takes their own life? I'm serious. It can't be. Eventually, the ketamine wears off. And you're 40 years old and you're riding a scooter. Eventually, that happens. And you think about shooting Lord Voldemort in the face. You know what I'm saying? Well, I tried. It didn't even get close. But thank you. Thank you. That wasn't even close to it.
Harry Potter and molestation
All in the same
goes
thought.
together really well. Let's hear it for Alex Zollinger.
Woo!
He does have a point about the wands not getting stuck in those robes. That'd be pretty different. I mean, I have a hard time just getting stuff out of my pockets sometimes, you know.
Okay, lost of thought. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next, let's hear it for Vivid Nothing, a.k.a. Eddie Navarro.
Yeah.
How's nobody doing tonight?
Oh, do you need the adapter thing? Yeah, hold on. What do I do with it? Uh-oh. Oh, here it is.
As usual, this is improvisation with Red Crow.
And here comes Ernie B to the rescue with his dongle. I just like saying dongle. It sounds gross. Dongle. He whipped out his dongle. Okay, I'm done.
I slapped her with my dongle.
I have no idea what I'm doing, so this is exactly what streaming consciousness is. We never know what we're doing. Are you alive? Is everybody in? Ceremony's about to begin.
Time evolves and comes to a place where it renews again. There is first a purification time, then there's renewal time. We are getting very close to this time now. We were told we would see America come and go. And in a sense, America is dying from within. Because they forgot the instructions on how to live on earth. Everything is coming to a time where prophecy and man's inability to live on earth in a spiritual way will come to a crossroad of great darkness. believe that if you're not spiritually connected to the earth and understand the spiritual reality of how to live on earth, it's likely you will not make it. When Columbus came, that began what we term as the First World War. That was the true First World War when Columbus arrived. Because along with him came everybody from Europe. By the end of the Second World War, we were, in America, we were only 800,000. From 60 million to 800,000. So we were almost exterminated here in America. Everything is spiritual. Everything has a spirit. Everything was brought here by the Creator, the one Creator.
The one.
Some people call him God. Some people call him Buddha. Some people call him Allah. Some people call him other names. We call him Akasha, Grandfather. We're here on Earth only a few winters. Then we go to the spirit world. The spirit world is more real than most of us believe. The spirit world is everything. Over 95% of our body is water. In order to stay healthy, you've got to drink good water. When the European first came here, Columbus, we could drink out of any river. If the Europeans had lived the Indian way when they came, we'd still be drinking out of water because water is sacred. The air is sacred. Our DNA is made of the same DNA as the tree. The tree breathes what we exhale. When the tree exhales, we need what the tree exhales. So we have a common destiny with the tree. We are all from the earth. When the earth, the water, the atmosphere is corrupted, then it will create its own reaction. Mother is reacting. In the Hopi prophecy, they say the storms and floods will become. To me, it's not a negative thing to know that there will be great changes. It's not negative. It's evolution.
Evolution.
When you look at it as evolution, it's time.
It's time.
Nothing stays the same.
Nothing stays the same.
You should learn how to plant something. That's the first condition. You should treat all things as spirit. Realize that we are one family.
We are one. Only one. Thank you.
All right, give it up for Vivid Nothing. Ooh. And since Lost in Thought is pressing the flesh, I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself.
Oh, wait. Before you do.
Go ahead.
If someone left a phone in the restroom, you can identify it with Quinn there behind the bar. Has a cracked screen, but there was a phone left in the bathroom.
Oof.
It might have been from the show earlier today. I don't know. I just saw it right now.
Which bathroom?
The one back here.
I know, but which one?
The,
So maybe they could.
the first one.
Okay.
So yes, as Hot Tamale was saying,
I'm introducing myself.
she's introducing herself, but now I'm introducing her. Everyone, let's hear it for Hot Tamale.
I was telling Lost in Thought before I came up here, I was like, I always stand. I want to be deep. I'm going to sit. Okay. And like for those of you that usually come here and I say, I don't have a writer's block, I have a shit ton of condominiums. But it happened. It happened. I actually found something to write. Yay. And as usual, they don't have titles. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Again, I want to be deep.
Billy Sheehan never titled any of his bass solos. He would just number them.
Mine have like ampersand with that thing, the little at, you know, like kind of like in your email, just so I know that it's a completed piece. I understand what you mean. Exactly. Okay. Get to the starting gate. Listen for the whistle. Gird your loins and be ready. The whistle blows, the race commences, but you're still at the starting gate. You never start, straining at the ropes, waiting to be given the chance, but never beginning. Just wait, I will, next time. Another time, tomorrow, later, 5 more minutes. The hardest part for me is starting, fucking starting. Everyone ticks along following their own individual beats, finding the meaning before they hit the streets, achieving the dream whilst I perpetuate it. Keep it on a high shelf, waiting for someday. Soon, tomorrow, one day. Until those one days become weeks, months, years, decades, wondering where the wheel of time went spinning on without you. But don't worry, I'll do it tomorrow. And that, in a nutshell, is the ADD procrastination that is my life. Yay.
Look at the TV monitor.
Oh,
dude. That was a very tight zoom. Thank you. Okay, what's happening?
I don't know.
I don't know what to do. Do I roll music? You didn't announce anyone. Roll it. Well, there's nobody announced. Who's coming up to the stage? How many years have we been doing this?
Don't mind Lost in Thought.
I don't think
he's never done this before.
I don't think that's a bragging point anymore at this.
I'm actually, also advertising this incredibly delicious orange dreamsicle frap.
Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying yourself up there, but we need to bring somebody else on the stage.
I know. This is where you're supposed to say, give it up for.
I know, but I'm a the bar. But yes, let's hear it for my big sister, Hot Tamale. Yes. We couldn't have this show without her incredible attitude.
I think I just took a brick out of the condo, kicked it down the street. Okay, who's coming up next?
Yeah, we have a going once, going twice.
Oh, shit. Give it to me.
Oh,
okay.
I thought I saw him here.
It's a triple D.
It's a triple D.
Excuse me?
But
David Daniel Dennis.
Are you here?
Are you still here?
David Daniel Dennis.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah,
Yay! Give it up for David Daniel Dennis. That hardly ever happened.
It's like he's changing into the James Bond outfit right now. Let's see what kind of guitar it is. Ooh.
You ready?
got you.
On the day I was born, Daddy sat down and cried. Had a most plain and day, which could not be denied. Said it came cardable, tumbling loaded dice. Ace of spades behind his ear, and him not thinking twice. Half step, Mississippi uptown, Toodaloo. Hello, baby, I'm gone goodbye. Have a cup of rockin' rye. Farewell to you, old southern sky. I'm on my way. If all you gotta live for is what you left behind, get yourself a powder charge, seal and silver mine. Lost my boots in transit, baby, pile of smoking leather. Never retread to my feet, Lord, pray for better weather. Half step, Mississippi uptown, Toodaloo. Hello, baby, I'm gone goodbye. Have a cup of rockin' rye. Farewell to you, old southern sky. I'm on my way. When that ship rolls in, first man takes sails. Second word after deck, third planks and rails. What's the point calling shot? This queue ain't straight line. Cue balls made of styrofoam. No one's got the time. Half step, Mississippi uptown, Toodaloo. Hello, baby, I'm gone goodbye. Have a cup of rockin' rye. Farewell to you, old southern sky. I'm on my way. Hello, baby, I'm gone goodbye. Have a cup of rockin' rye. Farewell to you, old southern sky. I'm on my way. On my way. Cross the lazy river, cross Rio Grande, cross the ancient river. Rio Grande.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
David Daniel Dennis, can we find your music anywhere? Not yet. Well, we'll be looking forward to it. Yeah, let's hear it for David Daniel Dennis. Right.
Were those original compositions?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
They were?
Oh,
that
no,
was a
he said it was
Grateful
Grateful Dead.
Oh.
Still badass.
Done very well.
Yeah, I would.
That
say
was
so.
awesome, yeah. Sounded really good.
Oh yeah. Coming up next, the people sitting up behind me right now are the ones that are coming up next. While their names are Miles McCauley and Mike. I hope I'm saying this correctly. Mike Garbage Bag?
No, he said the band is pronounced Garbage Bag.
Gorgel? I thought she was Swiss. Okay.
Lame.
So it's Miles McCauley and Mike Gargwell. Oh, Gargwell. Yeah, Gargwell. I can do this. And their
You
band
can do
is
it.
and their band is called Swiss. But yeah, that is who is setting up right now as we speak. You realize you're asking the most awkward person in the world to keep going.
This is true. This is true. Honestly, if you had a choice between just to keep a train of thought going or swallow battery acid, what would you be able to do easier?
I think the choice is obvious. I would totally swallow battery acid.
That's what I thought. All right, give it up for.
Okay. Well, they're still sitting up, but their name is Swiss. I like their reaction.
No, I was gonna say let's go ahead and let them sign up because I'm brushing butts back here.
Well, they've already signed up.
It's Ernie, so that's okay. I've brushed his butt before. That's fine. I'm kidding. Give it up for Swiss.
Yes.
While Ernie B does what Ernie B does best, make sure to head over to the bar and get yourself a giant cookie for the long ride home. A giant cookie that will help feed you for 2 meals. A giant cookie. Sometimes you can find potato chips in them. A giant cookie. Anybody that has ever watched The Simpsons knows that reference about get a cup of orange drink for the long ride home. Yes. Simpsons did it first. I said it before and I'll say it again. And here comes Ernie on the way to get me off the mic.
I didn't know we were going to have a drum set. That's all right. I'm used to the throw and go. That's a stage term, or a show term. Throw and go. Throw your equipment on the stage and go. Ain't no sound checks allowed.
Hello.
Okay, that was weird. So I thought you were the drummer. Yeah.
We are, but we got one song.
Yeah, they did all the Van Halen switcheroo there. Yeah, all those outlets work up there. This is called dramatic tension.
It's gonna be a killer set.
At the end of the day, I wanna go home. I'm at the wall, staring at ceilings. Oh. At the end of the night, when it feels alright, I wanna get up, head at the sight. Oh. Fuck.
Word. This one's called Hard Hat. This is the Swiss theme. We love you all. One, two, three, four. One, two, one, two. You obey society's rules. You obey society's fools. You obey to go disobey. You obey to go disobey. Fuck. So your parents fucking suck. Didn't know school was fun. Now you're all shaking and breaking. Not in mind, but you can take it. Catch up! 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 You pay society's rules. You be society's rules. You gotta survey. You obey. You gotta survey. So your parents fucking suck. So you know school on. Ketchup, 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 ketchup. Oh, ketchup. Ketchup, 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 ketchup. Oh, ketchup. Ketchup, 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 ketchup. Oh!
Sorry.
This one will be better. We might have somebody from outside. Come to Atlantic, come to Ryan, come to Ryan City. It's a very fucking city. Suburbs of hardcore with the streets. Oh,
All right, give it up for Swiss. Oh, wait. Honestly, they were missing one thing.
What?
Well, that too. A pit.
Oh man, see, nobody started the pit.
I know they had their audience over here, and none of them started the pit.
Maybe they did a micro pit over there. We just didn't see it.
I just kept waiting for the pit to start, but I was very impressed that they had a roadie.
Did you see that?
Yes, did you see that?
The drum almost fell over, but he was on it. He was.
He's like,
I think that was well
just
worth the
fix it.
wait.
Yes.
Yes.
Ugh, this microphone.
I wonder if we can find their music anywhere.
Hey.
Uh-oh. And there's that drum. And there's a roadie.
And here comes another roadie. All right, while they're tearing down, we got to keep going. We got a lot of list. Okay, Lost in Thought.
So,
Do you know who's coming up next without looking at the list? Too late. Who's coming up next?
you saw him debut at our last open mic. Let's hear it for Jeff.
Hot Tamale, go ahead and push that bass drum mic and put it against the wall there. Yeah, thanks.
Hey, what's up, you hot nasty bitches? Hold on, I got a phone with notes on it and shit. I am so fucking high right now. Okay, what is this shit? That space pirates? Oh yeah, space madness. I don't know. It's like, it's like sea madness but in space. Is that a thing? Are we gonna have space pirates someday? Yar! Open the airlock and walk the plank. This is my pitch for a Netflix cartoon. What else do I have in here? Those are just the two things All right. Well, do you guys have any, any ideas, any prompts? I'm gonna open it up to the floor.
That's all you, man. Do it.
Fuck.
It's all you. You're on stage.
Okay. You know what? In the last 2 minutes before I came up, I wrote a poem. It's about how Zyrtec is way too expensive. Congestion. I feel it festering from my mouth through my chest. The weight crushing, thick, crusted. For the best, I must take my meds to live with clear chest to clear up my head. But the price is steep, a slippery slope. It cuts the scope, interloping on my expanding life. A price for clarity. Days are groggy, dragging on foggily. From the bee caves to southwest Austin, no quick fix. Nothing works in a pinch. But coffee. That's my time. Is it my time? Yeah, I guess it's my time. Those are my last words, I'm on my deathbed like, it's my time now, my son. Wait, is it? Oh yeah, it is.
Okay, I played that same music like 4 times in a row. I have to advance the track.
Ernie, come on, get it together.
Let's hear it for Jeff.
Woo! Okay, don't forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells for $25. I haven't seen anybody go into the bar. Let me see. Is it? Okay. She's drinking. They're drinking. Good. If I see people with empty hands, come on, guys. Let's support the bar. Let's support our bartenders. We love our bartenders, don't we?
Buy, purchase, consume.
We love our bartenders. Come on. They're peeking out of the kitchen. You better say something. Thank you.
Yeah, see? We love you.
I like that. Just, hey. Okay, lost of thought. Who's coming up next?
There's someone approaching the bar now.
Yay.
Coming up next, it's a new voice.
New voice.
I wasn't ready for that. Sorry.
Let's hear it for Robert Zabo.
While Ernie B does what Ernie B does best, head over to the bar, and here comes Ernie B.
Walking down the street.
All right.
Evening, folks. My name's Rolo. This is Steve.
Yep. I'm not on, right?
Nah, I don't hear it yet.
All right.
I got you, but it's real weak, but I'll try to push it up.
Okay. All right.
I was taking my time, shuffling a line. I had to get back on the road with the same old features and nighttime creatures and make a boy feel pretty old. We were drifting here or there without a worry or a care. I wonder when my trail was coming to an end. Then I saw the one in the Appalachian sun riding 6 wild horses round the bend. And then she said my name with a country twang and my heart fell on the floor. All my life I've been waiting for a Tennessee mountain girl. Well, she said she was a teacher and my daddy was a preacher, and I could testify that she was blessed. When I knew she was a winner, when she served me dinner, I was praying that she might give me a kiss. Well, I know that I'm a sinner, but she was no beginner when she drugged me from the bar. She had me singing good old Rocky Top underneath the Knoxville stars. Well, she was a treasure and I'm glad I met her, but she left me wanting more. All my life I've been waiting for a Tennessee mountain girl. When I knew I was a Denver, I certainly remember how the women there treated me kind. But I miss the thrills of the holler in the hills and the girl with the Smoky Mountain eyes. And I tried Atlanta and Bozeman, Montana, Seattle, Santa Fe, and Albany. But nothing compares to the sweet southern fare of the little girl I met in Tennessee. And I remember when she said my name with a country twang, I left my heart there on the floor. All my life I've been waiting for a Tennessee mountain girl. All my life I've been waiting for a Tennessee mountain girl.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Let's hear it for Rolo and Steve.
Huh? No, go ahead.
Okay, don't forget about the drink specials. $4.25 mixed wells. Go get something alcoholic or non-alcoholic. There's a lot of coffee drinks over there too.
That was cool. Those guys were good.
They were good.
Yes,
They're
they
very,
were.
and look, check it out. They're still playing on the monitor behind the bar.
See, that's how good they are. They're still playing.
They're still playing in a segment of time. Lost of thought. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next, it's a voice we haven't heard from in a while. Let's hear it for Griffin and the Flying V.
Ah.
Ernie, I might need you, buddy. You know what I do.
I'll read up.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to give it up for Ernie B., our extremely talented sound engineer, who makes you sound amazing every single time. And even though he looks like the stereotypical sound engineer, he is not grumpy. he would like to shake that stereotype of the grumpy sound engineer. He's actually quite cheerful and chipper as long as he's properly caffeinated. Joe B says he's like an onion. He's got layers. Ooh, I like blooming onions. Okay, here comes Ernie to remove me from the microphone. We cannot have dead air. So, you see, I really have a tough time riffing when I'm back here. When I'm on stage, I can pretty much just spew whatever, whenever, even though I embarrass myself and everybody else around me. But right now, I'm just kind of like, I have no idea what to say. So I just keep on going and watching Ernie B put that microphone on there and on till the break of dawn. Oh, God, see what I mean? But, and also just to let you know, our most amazingly talented bartenders are behind the bar tonight. Quinn the Huntress and Danimal the Viking. Oh, Danimal split? Okay, so it's just Quinn the Huntress right now. He took off when I wasn't looking. Take it away, Ernie B.
Another mic cable? Oh, shit.
Ernie B, the man in action. Whenever you need help or advice for sound, gear, it's Ernie B. When you think of sound, think of Ernie B. Ernie B, The Fragrance by Prince Machiavelli.
It's as if Ernie's in the room. Okay. No, actually, I had somebody come in here and shoot a video back in the old days when we were on the old stage, and they wanted me to be angry. They wanted me to be the angry sound guy. And I'm like, what? And they go, no, we just want you to like tell me no, that it can't be done. I go, well, no, it can always be done. We just got to figure it out, you know. And I couldn't do it. I kept laughing. I kept cracking up. Oh, I don't remember. That was 12. I don't know. That was ancient. That was like a million years ago. Oh, Chris Van. Yeah, Chris Van Loan. Was no way. Okay, I think we're ready. Got nothing.
For one thing, it helps if the guitar's plugged in.
Okay, I got the guitar.
They go, yeah, electric things like to be plugged into things, don't they? I guess some organic things like to be plugged into things too.
I don't have your mic though.
Test.
There it is.
There we go.
Oh, by the way, he told me he was going to give me that flying V when he's finished.
I did.
So, see, y'all witnessed that.
He said he wouldn't let me play tonight. All right. We ready? I have been preparing for this moment my whole life. You also have been preparing for this moment your whole life. Because this moment is all there ever is. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. We are Griffin and the Flying V. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and supporting the local live music here at Kick Butt Coffee. We are a part of Steel Griffin Studios. Right now, you can tune in wherever you get your podcasts and on our official website for our new horror comedy show, Good Armageddon Afternoon. Warning, this show is dumb as hell. You will not learn anything, I promise. But with a little luck, it might make you laugh. So then, enjoy the show.
about the wickedness in the world. A song about what we do in the face of that wickedness. This is a song for the fans of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Your senses are tingling, your signals in the sky. Someone's got to get tough or someone else is gonna cry. A crime wave has crashed on the shore of your hometown. So get up, stand up, suit up, boot up, and throw the hammer down. Cause it's out to rule the world. It wants complete control. Its head is full of hate. Its heart is an empty hole. It's in the air, it's on the street. It's in the bank and the food we eat. It feeds on fear, it lives to kill. Don't stand still, there's evil afoot. There's evil afoot. There's evil afoot. There's evil afoot. The city is screaming, the people are in need. Darkness might move mighty fast, but you got light speed. So come on, you're stronger than you know. Come on, it's time to face your foe. Cause it's out to rule the world. It wants complete control. Its head is full of hate, its heart is an empty hole. It's in the air, it's on the street. It's in the bank and the food we eat. It feeds on fear, it lives to kill. Don't stand still, there's evil afoot. There's evil afoot. There's evil afoot. Well, there's evil afoot. Complete control. Its head is full of hate. Its heart is an empty hole. It's in the air. It's on the street. It's in the bank and the food we eat. It feeds on fear. It lives to kill. Don't stand still. There's evil afoot. Ah! There's evil afoot. Woo-hoo! Evil. 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 There's evil afoot. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining out with us at Kick Butt Coffee. Again, we are Griffin and the Flying V. You can find our music at social media at GFV Entertainment. And be sure to check out your podcast for Good Armageddon Afternoon. Stick around for those who are playing after me. Tip your bartenders like you want to fuck them. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night.
Yes, Griffin and the Flying V. That rocked.
We did work out a deal.
What happened?
And then you're going to meet me in my apartment after this, right?
I would say that was incredible, and it also ran like a smooth nostalgia.
Incredible.
The way you're charismatic in your voice and the electric style of your performance kind of also had attached itself to childhood memories of Darkwing Duck.
And anybody that can reference Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy in a really cool song got my vote.
He's. I think everyone's aware now. He's doing that like with a loop pedal and stuff.
Yeah.
He's doing it very well with a loop pedal.
Yes.
But back in the day, before there were loop pedals, I think the only way you could do that is like with the Echoplex. They actually had tape,
Uh-oh.
Imagine how difficult that would be. to do
Ladies
that
and
with-
gentlemen,
with tape.
gear. Thank you to Ernie B.
I have one. You know what? That's what I forgot to bring back from my mom's house. I have an Echoplex at my mom's house. I forgot to bring it back. Damn it.
For those of you that don't know, Ernie B's mom's house is like a dimension where he has a lot of his sound gear.
I have, more sound gear.
Yeah, and
Equipment.
it's kind of like if he can't find it, it's at my mom's house. Okay. All right, Lost in Thought. How are we doing on the list?
Doing really good.
92 people left.
No, 75. All right, Lost in Thought. Who's coming up next?
So, coming up next.
See, I knew he doesn't even know. Look, check
check
it
his
out.
phone.
Check it out. Check it out.
I do have to check my phone.
16 years, and he still has to.
I thought I had a short-term
Why
memory.
can't you check your phone right before you walk on stage so you know who? Okay,
Yeah.
so-and-so's next.
I still don't remember it.
He's Mr. Short-Term Memory.
All right, come on, let's go.
Okay, go ahead.
So, let's hear it for Kurt Brisbane.
Who's also been the helpful roadie, too.
Why am I so short? Hi, my name's Kurt like Cobain. I'm an alcoholic, and it's, Kurt like Cobain. I don't mean to blow your minds, but I call shotgun. And when I say that, it's because I'm short. I like being able to sit up front. I don't know why everyone thinks that it's some other joke. I don't know, but I will say, in light of blowing minds, Courtney Love is going back to trial for the murders of Kurt Cobain. Yeah, it's a real thing. They're actually reopening the case for Courtney Love. That's why I've never dated anyone named Courtney. I mean, I've wanted to, but they would never have me. So that's just there's some deep issues that I have with myself. But I will say, I love watching late night antenna TV. Like I'm one of those young kids. I'm 25. I don't have Netflix. I don't have Hulu. I don't have any of those streaming fucking bullshits. I don't give a fuck about Facebook. I don't give a fuck about Instagram. I don't give a fuck about any of that social media bullshit. But I do love watching late night TV because, like, especially those fucking, like, murder sitcoms, because they teach you how to get away with the fucking murder, first of all. They teach you how to get away with the murder. If you just watch the fucking program that was filmed in 1989, fucking, you will get away with the fucking murder. Murder, She Wrote. Point taken. Anyway, the thing that I love about watching late night, non-regular TV, poor man's TV as I like to call it, is because you go from these... You get like 5 minutes of this intense fucking, she was killed by a mystery man. Stay tuned. But first, a word from our sponsors. Hey girls, you know what? Are you leaking a little bit? Are you feeling uncomfortable about yourself? Well, guess what? Feel sexy, girl, because we got new underwear for you because they fucking actually... It absorbs the shit. It's like fucking Pampers for adults. Guess what, girls? You can look sexy, feel sexy, and not worry about the flow. You go, girl. And then the very next commercial. Guy! Are you experiencing low T? Are you experiencing less drive, less this, less that? Tell me that society hasn't changed. Tell me society hasn't changed. Now, I'm part of a generation that has created this thing called PC. Now, part of it I do agree with. Part of it, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck about your stupid complaining bullshit about this and that, and I feel this and I feel that. Guess what? Shut the fuck up. No one cares about how you feel. Now, if it really matters, yeah, speak up. There's no issue with that, obviously. But at the end of the day, if you're just gonna bitch and complain about every little thing, whether you're male, female, trans, fucking pan, fucking Apache helicopter, I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Now, if you're talking about something serious, I understand that, and I won't talk shit about that. But if you're triggered about every little thing just because you don't like it, I don't care how long the yellow light is. I don't care how long the red light is. I don't care how long the green light is. Either go, don't go, or shut the fuck up. But use your fucking blinker, because Jesus fucking Christ. That too. We'll get to that. But, you know, there's this change that I've noticed, and especially with the younger generation, and I know I'm part of it. But I don't feel like I'm part of it. I mean, shit, look at me. I got a fucking knee brace on. I'm 25, and I've got a fucking knee brace on. I can barely get up and down these fucking stairs right now. I'm there, mentally and physically. But physically, I'm still trapped in this idea of this new generation. And this new generation is all about equality, but only if it includes what conveniences you. Well, that's about it. That's about it. Only if it conveniences you. That is what this generation is. And I mean, that's what it's always been. But now we've got social media. We've got all these different platforms to where we can talk about this, we can talk about that. But you know what? See, what had happened was, this one time at band camp, my teacher told me that if I try hard and work hard and I do this and I do that, then I'm gonna succeed. Well, guess what? It doesn't work that way anymore. It doesn't. Because now you have to pay. You have to pay in order to succeed. Now, the old saying goes, you know, it takes money to make money. Yeah, I mean, that is true if you're a hustler. But if you're not, you need to have a social security card, an ID, you need to have a state number, you need to be labeled, you need a tattoo of a fucking barcode now. If you want to even have an application to go work anywhere, you have to have a fucking cell phone. You have to have a phone. There's no more walking into a place and being like, hi, I think I'm qualified. Here's my resume. No, it's not that anymore. What it actually is, who you know. And who you know changes everything. And I had a better joke for this, and I totally just forgot it because I'm what you call a Gen Z fucking stoner, so, you know, if I can leave with one message that's going all across the internet and to the fine folks here at Kick Butt Coffee, smoke weed, get drunk, don't give a fuck, wear a condom. And fuck Greg Abbott. Have an abortion. And fuck this generation.
All right, give it up for Kurt. Woo! Oh, Kurt, I'm right there with you. Been wearing knee braces since high school, so wee. All right, yeah, you know, that's what? Oh. See,
Must cleanse the mic.
see, and you totally ruined my role right there, man. Now I had something going, and now I just gone. All right, lost in thought. Who's coming up next? Oh,
Here we go again. He's got to look it up.
Oh yeah, it's
Hail to the bus
it's
driver,
going once,
bus
going twice.
driver, man. Huh?
It's going once, going twice.
Okay, who is it?
Well, just say it. You got a microphone in your hand.
He likes it when I do it. Okay.
No, whatever.
So, Stephen Walker, are you here? Stephen Walker going once. Stephen Walker going twice. On with the show.
I thought I saw someone move back there, but no.
Did somebody twitch?
No.
No? Nobody twitched? All right. On with the show. Who's next?
Okay. These are new voices coming up next.
New voices. That's scary coming from a chick, isn't it? Go ahead.
Let's hear it for Kelvin and Vincent.
Attention, folks, the bar is still open. While Ernie B does what Ernie B does best, go get yourself a delicious cookie muffin. The muffins are still available. A nice, delicious coffee drink in case you got a long night ahead of you. And no, we do not do mixed drinks to go, so don't ask.
This is important.
My name is Kelvin Javier Cerez, and this is.
I'm Vicente Guillermo Sanchez.
And I hope you guys enjoy the music.
Yeah, you lead or what?
Sure, I'll lead.
Yeah, go for it. How much?
We've still got a couple more performers to go.
Sorry,
Cool.
guys.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Got shut down.
Thank you guys so much.
I like to see you guys wrangle with the microphone stands.
Him. I already got it.
Can you believe they made that up just now? Let's hear it for Kelvin and Vincent.
Woo!
They were as I say they were jamming.
Yeah.
That's what's called a jam.
Honestly, though, with my ADHD brain, as soon as he said Kelvin, I was waiting for Hobbs. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
There's your new gimmick, guys. Come out dressed like Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah. But you guys were amazing. Thank you.
I remember in the 80s, everyone had a gimmick. It was like you meet a musician or a band. Oh, hey, nice to meet you. So what's your gimmick? When I lived in Hollywood, I swear to God, everyone would ask, so what's your gimmick?
Oh, is that kind of like Motley Crue lighting their legs on fire and
Yeah,
shit?
everyone had a gimmick.
Oh, okay.
You know.
All right, Lost in Thought. We are coming close to the end. We have 2 more performers. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next, let's hear it for Chip Ross.
Ernie, it's doing it again.
No, hold on, Chip.
Chip Ross.
Ernie B has to fix a sound thing.
Everybody who comes before me are giants of poetry and always have to pull this down. Man, I can't believe it's been so long. It's been 4 years since I've been to a venue. 4 years. And I remember 16 years ago, all the hard work that Element has put into this and all the other poets in Austin. Burlanton, there are starry nights ahead of you, painting the way through quiet and tumultuous times that wrestle your strength and push your fortitude to limits not recognized before, until you realize this intruder is the foreign side of you, the uninvited pride of an unfamiliar mask. And during this present halting in an otherwise smooth lake that you have been sailing, it is a detour coming at a time you share with no one. And it is here in the deep, dark, collected waters of your soul you will strike down upon this brazen beast to flush and cleanse your flesh, your loving spirit standing guard telling you of the greater will. You still have much to do surrounding your land. It is though a magic light will come and gently lay hands. This dawn of new light and cool breeze whispering, all will be right in this, your renewed life, filling, overflowing with abundances braced by the flourishes of life brought back with each clean breath, each crisp taste, and the sweet sounds made bright in the springtime morning light.
Let's hear it for Chip Ross.
Woo!
All right.
He already sounds like a celebrity. Chip Ross.
So, with our final voice. Who could it be now?
Oh God. Yeah, he went there.
I
he
want
went
to,
there with
like,
Men at Work.
I think he'll understand. He will get it.
Can it be knocking at my
He
door?
will. He'll get the nostalgia when I say this. Element 615. It's time.
Oh. And for you viewing public that are still awake, still watching us online, this is the founder of Spoken and Heard. Give it up for Joe B. Element 615.
He is named Joe P. On it 615. Now here is Joe.
Need some water to wash down this Vegemite sandwich. All right. Let me see here. This is no. This is somewhat kind of new shit.
Kind of new shit.
Kind of, sort of, kind of. All right. Let me see here if I can find it. Here we go. This just in. We regret to inform you that regardless of what you may have heard, it is not the revolution if you plan on going to work tomorrow. It is not the revolution if it improves your viewing experience in 8K available next day telling you it's on the way with notifications. It will not be encapsulated in a 30-second to 3-second clip, 3-minute clip meant to do nothing more than derail your train of thought or on a really prepackaged reality show with really real actors with cameras following people that are, sorry, let me start over. It will not be encapsulated in a 30 to 3-minute clip meant to do nothing more than derail your train of thought or a really real prepackaged reality show with cameras following people that are clearly not actors. It is not the revolution if all you can do is dance to it, if it can be binge watched, or if it tells you what to do with your body. It is not the revolution if all you do is scroll and troll, take cheap shots from a soapbox with a long-range rifle loaded with words weaponized and the low-caliber bullets made from confirmation bias, all while riding a very, very, very tall steed. It will not be all they are talking about on social media. It will be all that we are talking about when it is time. It is not the revolution if it is just heavy-handed, passive-aggressive words made to belittle and make you feel guilty about whatever the fuck they were talking about earlier. You will not be able to just repost. If the most you did was pass it along without verifying, if all you did was like and share, I do not care if you were tagged in it or got an invite. You will not be able to quarterback from neither the armchair or the porch. If all you are is mad, stay home. Change requires more than a tantrum. And if you only came to burn with no intention to build, stay home and catch a bubble. It will not be rapid-fire platitudes, right-wing gaslighting, or weed-induced theory of any kind. Wolf tickets will not be sold. If those people or females are often used in your vernacular, then your presence is not necessary. There will be no up-to-the-minute commentary given by slanted news figures paid in full to give us half a story, which is all you really needed to sit still and point a finger anyway. It is not the revolution if it can be televised, polarized, compromised, built on lies, hypersexualized, merchandised, romanticized, bastardized, blue screen filtered for your eyes, available just in your size. It will not be quotable, downloadable, available on Audible in case you needed something to Netflix and chill to. If you woke around us but quiet when Charlie comes around, if you are just loud and reactionary, you are just a revolutionary. We don't need you if your favorite distraction is just telling people that they are easily distracted. It will not be your favorite pundit vying for attention, incepting opinion dressed in facts so very bright you cannot see the truth. If you think one person will do it for you, take a few bullets or nails for your sake, only for you to get pissed off that you didn't get their birthday off next year. Suffice it to say, freedom doesn't fit on a wish list. It is not something you can just want to want. If history has taught us anything, it takes what we don't want to happen for what needs to happen to take place. So, if you don't know what that gasoline and styrofoam do, if you only plan for yours, if yours doesn't include mine, if the children aren't somewhere safe first, if you got no love in your heart of solidarity in your vocabulary, if you have no idea what to do next, if you fail to realize that nature hates a vacuum, if you plan on living through it, if you are not willing to stare down a loaded gun without one in your hand, if it means that somebody else gets to live, if you didn't do everything you could with a pen or your voice before you picked up a pistol, if it does not start in your mind and inspire you to do something outside of it, if it does not see to it that the seed of change does not die dormant within you, I am sorry, but it is not the revolution. Thank you.
I was going to the bar.
All right, give it up for the founder of the Insanity you see before you every week, Joe B, Element 615.
See, I figured out what how we can relate Joe B to this show.
Tell me.
It's kind of like Bill Gates started Apple, and then he left the company.
Yeah.
But like he shows up at corporate every once in a while just to say hello. That's like Joe B coming to visit the show after he stepped away, but without the money. Without the billions of dollars.
Without the billions. Okay, Ernie B, before we close.
Well, no, see, that's kind of a good analogy.
It is. But we really need to mention what the schedule is next week.
Yeah.
Are we on next week?
There is a show next week. So we will start, I guess, like at 4.
Okay, so we're going to do the matinee show next week.
I think 3 is too early.
Yeah.
Because we always show up and people are just kind of like, it's like me, you, and Tom Moon.
I know.
So it's what, 4 to 6?
Not that isn't a party, but...
No, we could do like 4 to 6:30, or maybe even right up until 7. Because all we have to do to tear down is just walk away from the mics.
Yeah.
I can mic up a band in 5 minutes. I don't really need to set up for anything. It's getting the bands out of here. It's the hard part.
And Danimal's going, right.
So next week we'll start a little early at 4 p.m.
Okay. For everybody who's still watching, 4 to 7.
Yes.
4 to 7. Notate it on your calendar. And if you want to stick around after the open mic, there's going to be some music.
Yeah, I wanted to thank, because we did have a lot of viewers today, and some of them had just started to sign off, and I wanted to thank them for tuning in. But there's still like a few people. There's still some people watching.
Who's on there? Give me a name. Come on.
But there's no names. I don't see their names unless they comment.
Comment. Say something. They'll give you a shout out. Come on. Anyway, let's go ahead and sign out. Like I said,
Are we done?
Yeah, Joe B was the one closing the show.
I can't think of any better way to close the show.
Yeah, and like I always say to Loss of Thought and Ernie B, I'm always continuously surprised at the talent that comes up on the stage. I feel like a mother hen. I'm feeling a little spelkus. Ernie.
You said hen.
Shut up. Thank you. And we're trying to sign out. Thank you. And I'm really glad everybody chooses to come here to our open mic to express themselves. I'm running out of words to say, which is really scary considering it's coming from an ADHD Gemini.
It's like
the
Oscars. And I'd like to thank my mother
and my 6th grade PE teacher.
And everyone who believed in me.
Okay, Loss of Thought. Should we do the thing?
Yes.
You have been witness to the best, the baddest open mic in the ATX, spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kick Butt Coffee, Music, and Booze. It's not just an open mic, it is a show, not a show without each and every one of you, including you, Joe B. Thank you and good night.